What's up, spectators? Welcome back to the episode of Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Last time we finished up with Layton and Luke because we met the storyteller, and he talked a bit about the story and how we are interloping. In any case, now we're back with Phoenix Wright and Espella. I am the storyteller's daughter. Espella! You're the storyteller's daughter? When I first came down into the town, everyone was friendly. Perhaps they thought that if they got to know me, things would go well for them. That was the impression I had. That sounds like the kind of thing people would probably do. But obviously not me. I wouldn't do anything like that. No one's accusing you of anything, Maya. But unfortunately, things didn't work out the way people had hoped they would. Well, people should realize that good things don't come easy. Then one day, someone just happened to bump into me in town, and I was knocked over. Later, that night, the same person was attacked by a witch and killed by her magic. I don't know whether it was just a coincidence or not, but after that, everyone's attitude towards me changed. They started saying things like, it's best to keep away from her, or you'll have a bad story written about you. All because I'm the storyteller's daughter. What's the storyteller thinking? What do you mean? Well, he has his daughter stuck in a place like this. And if he didn't write such a bad story, she wouldn't have to suffer like this. You have a good point there, Maya. Anyway, the investigation has only just begun. Espella, if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask you a few more questions. Of course, I'd like to help in any way I can. I've got to gather as much information as I can. I should ask Espella about... Interesting, so this, like a typical Ace Attorney game, would be, sort of like, getting evidence? Yeah. Oh, shoot. Investigations! Oh, God, I can't believe I forgot. Yeah, investigations in the trial. Okay. Let's see, the storyteller. This might be difficult for you to answer, but why are you not living with the storyteller? I mean, with your father. I did live with him before. We lived together on the edge of the town, in the storyteller's tower. When I was little, he was very kind, and always listened to what I had to say. But then, at some point or other, he started to become distant. If you think about it, I guess it's only natural. Because he had to write the story for every single person in the town. As he became busier and busier, I was left alone in the tower. And that's the reason. I decided to leave home with Eve and live in the town. I stayed with Aunt Patty and helped out at the bakery. Now you two are at the shop too, but my dad... What's the deal with the storyteller? I can't believe he'd write a story where his own daughter is the Great Witch Bazella. Maybe the professor will be able to find out the storyteller's true motives. I should ask Espella about... Patty. And what about Patty? Does she know anything about your past? Have you ever told her that you're the storyteller's daughter? Yes, she knows. When the other people in town started avoiding me, Aunt Patty was the only one who stood by me that whole time. Yeah, Patty's always looking out for you. There's so much I have to thank her for. It's been 5 years since I left my dad and started living with Aunt Patty. She's always been so kind. She's been like a mother to me. Now that you mention it, what about your real mother? Actually, I can't remember anything about her. According to my dad, she died in an accident when I was still young. And that's really all I know. It sounds like her mother is the witch. I bet it is. He didn't tell me any more than that. I see. Espella, we believe in you. There's no way you can be the Great Witch Bazella. That's right. That's why we'll find the real Great Witch. But the Great Witch is only a character of legend. How could you possibly find her? Well, admittedly, at the moment, we have no real leads. Actually, to be honest, we know next to nothing about Labyrinthia. We were supposed to have been living with you for 5 years now. But that memory turned out to be a completely phony. Do you have any ideas at all, Espella? Anything that can give us a clue? I guess it's a lot to ask. All magic-related incidents are thoroughly investigated by the Knights of the Inquisition. And if there were any clues as to the whereabouts of the Great Witch, then I believe they would have found them. I guess you're right. As far as I know, there's not a single incident that has remained unsolved by the Inquisitors. Wait a minute, that's not right. What is it? The part about there being no unsolved incidents left. Last night, me and Luke ran to High Inquisitor Darklaw. You saw High Inquisitor Darklaw? Yep. She said she was investigating some kind of incident with magic. She said that it took place 3 months ago, I think. Apparently, it's the only incident that has remained unsolved. An unsolved incident. Oh! Now that you mention it, I remember hearing rumors about such a case. The only magic incident in Labyrinthia to remain unsolved. Espella, about that incident, could you tell us about it in more detail? I'll have to ask you to stop right there, Defender! I bet it's Barnum. Or Knight? No, it's a Knight. No way! We just got to the good part! Mr. Wright, Maya, I really don't know much about that incident, but perhaps you could try asking an Inquisitor about it. Okay, thanks for the help. We'll see you again real soon. Keep your spirits up. Thank you. Bye-bye! Mr. Wright, Maya, they're both doing so much for me. I wonder if there's anything I could do for them, both of them in return. The Great Witch Bazella. Until now, I hadn't given it much thought. The hell was that? Oh my! What is this? My head hurts! Ooh! Come on, you could have given me more than 2 seconds.
What was that? That inferno. Were these things my memories?
This town's one and only unsolved incident of magic. I'm sure she said something about an alchemist who lost their life to a witch. An alchemist was attacked? That sounds like a serious case. You got that from High Inquisitor Darklaw, right? When I was searching for Eve last night. I meant to tell you about it, but it totally slipped my mind. This might just be the lead that will take us to the Great Witch. Let's get investigating. We can do this. Yeah, so, I guess first we should check out the Inquisitor's Hall, right? We might just learn something there. Sure, let's get going. On the other hand, we may just learn how unwelcome we are there. Come on, Nick! Enough with that wishy-washy attitude! I didn't even say anything! Alright, let's head on up to the Inquisitor's Hall, which is right over here. Is it Barnum? Is it Darklaw? Sounds like Barnum's music. Oh, that's Barnum! Wait a minute, that aggressive bark. Please tell me that isn't... Woof, woof. It's so cute! It's Constantine the dog! Wish I could say the feeling was mutual. Once bitten, twice shy. That pretty much sums me up right now. Really? I don't know. I think he's looking much friendlier today if you ask me. Oh my god, I want to squeeze his face! Come on, Nick, just pet him just once. Oh my god, that Argyle sweater. This mutt really hates me. Well, well, if it isn't Sir Blue Knight. Exactly what are you doing over there on all fours? Oh, Inquisitor Barnum! Glad to see you again. Actually, there's something we'd like to ask you about. Come on, Nick, stand up already. Oh, I'd like to meet that mutt's owner face to face. How foolish. Constantine happens to be mine, and a true knight's companion he is. He didn't waste time sinking his teeth into the likes of you. I had a hunch. So Constantine really is your dog. Gotta admire the nerve of this guy. He just sits back and lets his dog bite people. I mean me. Never mind that. What is it that you want to talk about? Just make it quick, Sir Blue Knight. So, you Inquisitors are the ones who investigate incidents of magic in this town, aren't you? Yes, of course. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you about the unsolved incident with magic. There's one thing you must never forget. The Knights of the Inquisition excel at their work. Right. All incidents of magic perpetrated by the witches are dealt with by the Inquisitors, without exception. Spoken with that usual calm and collected air of confidence. That's interesting. You see, we heard different. Apparently, there's one particular incident that still remains unsolved. Something about an alchemist being murdered. Ring any bells? What? Who did you get that information from? Well, High Inquisitor Darklaw. Well, why the blazes didn't you say so? You could have saved us some time. How's it my fault? The High Inquisitor has put me on the spot by leaking such information to the likes of you. Well, I suppose that leaves nothing for it. I shall tell you the whole story, since I do not believe in doing things by halves. Please, go ahead, we're all ears. It was 3 months ago that an alchemist living near the town square was murdered. Sorry, but I'm kinda lost already. Is there a difference between alchemy and magic? When it comes to something that difficult, it will do no good asking me. It seems that while the townspeople respected him, they also treated him with caution. Why would they hide his face unless his face was important? Oh, this is interesting. He used his skills to make medical concoctions and acted much like a physician. The efficacy of his cures was almost like magic. He was famous within his neighborhood. In fact, he was sometimes referred to as Dr. Belduke by the townspeople. At any rate, it's safe to say that Sir Belduke was no witch. How can you say for sure? That's simple. Sir Belduke was a man. Well, can't really argue with that. Sir Belduke came to a mysterious end 3 months ago. There were 2 things about his death that cannot be explained rationally. Firstly, the murder scene. His body was discovered in his residence, in the study. His room was locked. There was no conceivable way the crime could have been committed, except by witchcraft. Ooh, I love a good locked room puzzle. Isn't that what people call a locked room mystery? Oh, that's exactly what I just said a second ago. So why don't you shut up, Maya, huh? Stop copying me. Oh, what? Oh, it's nothing really. So what was the other mysterious thing? Secondly, until then, all incidents involving witches had been foretold in the story. In other words, predicted by the storyteller. However, the murder of Sir Belduke did not appear in the story. Such a thing had never occurred before. So not only was this the only unsolved incident in Labyrinthia's history, but it was also the only incident not to be predicted by the storyteller. This definitely sounds worth investigating. You certainly are an interesting one, Sir Blue Knight. You really think you can solve this incident alone, when the Knights of the Inquisition have been working on it for 3 months? I must say, that is some confidence. We won't know unless we try. You may risk becoming the target of some terrifying witch's vengeance. I'm hoping that was a joke. Well, I suppose you may as well take a look. Who knows, you may even find something. Sir Belduke's residence is just beyond the town square. Ask anyone around there, they'll soon point you in the right direction. Thank you, Inquisitor Barnum. Sir Blue Knight, I believe our courtroom battles are far from over. Until we meet again. I'll see you then. Oh, the doggy! Woof, woof. Where is it again? Ah, I'm sure they'll tell us. Okay, let's move. Near the town square. Okay. Let's see. We need to go... Where's the town square? This is the main street. Maybe it's to the left? That's town center, not the square. Ah! Here it is. Well, we've reached the square, but I wonder where the Alchemist residence is. Hey, Nick, look over there. There's a street leading away from the square. Hey, you're right. Let's go take a look. Ah. So this is Sir Belduke's residence. It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before. So, what do we do now? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in. But have you noticed just how well kept this yard is? It looks like someone is still living here. Someone has definitely been doing the upkeep around here. Hey, who's that over there? My sincere apologies. I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here. Did you not come here for medicaments of some kind? No, not for that. We're here to investigate the incident, the one involving Sir Belduke. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And you? I'm guessing you live here. Indeed, my name is Jean Grail. I was butler to the late Master Belduke. A butler. This must be the first time meeting a real one. Well, Mr. Grail, if you don't mind. I've been told that the incident oh, Phoenix, whoa, what's wrong with your voice there, buddy? I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the great witch Bazella? We're trying to investigate that at the moment. Ooh. The great witch Bazella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Espella Cantabella? Well, actually, yes, we are. So you know Espella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her. Do you think you can help us? We're looking for leads. While he was alive, the master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you two are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Grey Earl. Spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? What is this room? This is the room that Master Belduke kindly provided as my accommodation. So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master's study. It is the room right next door. However, the state of the room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Really? Bummer. Is that by the order of the Knights of the Inquisition by any chance? Yes, and as I have lived with Master since an early age, they also decided it would be only fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So you've been looking after the place ever since Sir Belduke passed away? Yes, that's correct. Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss? Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of things. But it's about that time, and I really should end the episode once I do some looking. Not a whole lot in here, is there? Alright, well, let's end it here. It's been just about 20 minutes. So stay tuned for the next episode. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye!